Now I get the problem. God, I made the intro now twice. Shirts. Thank you. Thank you again for telling me. I made a mistake and I now know why. So it's not YouTube. It was my streaming program and my stupid mind. What I did, in the area for sound, I have HyperX, my headset for both sound and microphone. So I accidentally had a bit scrolled down, so I didn't saw my microphone. Instead of unmuting my microphone, I muted the music. When you wrote that it was muted, I unmuted the music and thought I just misclicked earlier. Now you should hear me. And once again, hello everyone to my today's stream. I'm Fairy, the lovely host of the stream and channel. I can't wait to get started with what I have in store for you today. Let's hope that was the last time I had to repeat it, but this time you should hear me. For real. But damn it. Sorry. Anyway. Again, as I already tried to tell, this weekend is the release. Yeah, I hope. Because now I realize what I did. I'm so glad that you're here probably from the start, because as I already said by the second try to unmute me, I probably would have streamed unmuted for the entire stream, or hours at least. Get them. Thank you. Anyway, today I want to make different poses for my cute little PNG Tuber. One is this cute Pokemon trainer version, which is perfect for the weekend when I will stream probably as much as I can of Pokemon as possible. This will happen back on my Twitch. I have the link for that below in the description, as I don't want to mix this channel with gaming videos. I was thinking about it, because making a channel for gaming is not worth it for me, but I have this Twitch channel, so why not utilize it, right? I know I said in previous videos I don't want to use Twitch anymore, but I guess just for such occasion it's still okay. Plus I like the options of channel points and give my viewers possibilities to interact with my streaming. Especially for Pokemon, I had so many cute ideas when the last games came out. I don't want to give up on that completely. Now, how are you, Malif? Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone. How is everyone? I'm great. I have a 3 days everyday stream, so I could chill quite a bit. Let's just put this out for now that we don't get distracted of it, and make a clear sketch out of our rough sketch. So, I should probably just for reference open my other drawing. I mean, I could look just on my stream. Do you see my little PNG Tuber? Yeah, it should be fine. I was wondering if I should open a reference, but I see her just fine on stream, so it should be fine. Doing well. Just finished painting my daily Xmas card for November. Oh, that sounds adorable. Wanna see. So what exactly is your basic go-to by November? I have some ideas on how that probably is supposed to be, but that sounds fun. I should probably make the eraser small. I will need later. Now, I should start with redoing the face a bit. I don't like the perfect shape. I'm not as good on paper because I can't come in and just make dozens of lines until I like it. My paper drawing is terrible. I should probably practice more because it will help me also digitally if I don't need to completely redraw everything. Penguins in Doing different activities. Oh, that's so you. That's so you, and it sounds so adorable. You gotta show me some of the cards you made. Can't wait. So you're gonna send them out to your friends and family? Or is there just for you to keep? Please do. I would love to see them. So, now we have the head shape done. I have it a bit smaller than in the sketch, but it's okay. We can scale everything out. Probably start with the head now next. I don't like the idea of this pose. I want to animate this hand here, but like I tried at least to say. It probably wasn't one of my mute versions. I will probably do this off stream, so you have something to look forward to when you watch my gaming stream. So this is kind of going to go. Some online friends I know for streaming. Oh, that's cool. Pretty sure that will be awesome. Yeah, it's always nice to see you after a while. We get to see each other often. I'm very lack of online presence anyway, so I don't blame ya. It's a both thing. Life is busy. Oh, Cat wants dinner. Hour early, as usual. Such a food-loving cat. So, let me make a short look. Can't resist. There we go. Oh, they're cute. Sure, the people will love them. Painting. I can just drag it on and we look together because it's stupid if I react alone. You have a painting one who watches TV, looks like football. Yeah, score November. You know the date to it. Oh. This looks like dancing or streaming. I'm not sure. Well, it looks definitely cute. He definitely does something. I'm just thinking about dancing because he's not sitting. This one is the walking red street. Astronaut. This one looks like it gave up on cooking or just wanted a tea. Teas is good. I love tea. I drink more coffee than tea, but also not that much, but tea is always good. Finally got my favorite tea again. Fishing. Need favorite food. Oh, playing board games. I love doing that with friends. Ooh, a boat race. And it looks like a wonderful daily activity. Just some penguins minding their own business. Thank you for sharing. I look at more if you shared and we were middle of posting, so if there are more, I look later on them. It was nice to look at some for now. Yeah, great job. I'm so happy how you're holding up for now. I probably in my state had already stopped. Not because I didn't like them, but I tried Inktober a few times. I know myself now. So yeah, I'm always not how people keep managing up. Can't wait to see more. The month still goes a few days. With a few, I mean, overall, obviously. We have 15, so you have half the month done. Yeah. I think you don't see maybe a little bit of the hair still. I do the rest of the hair later. When I did the body, it's easier with the curlating hair to first do the body. The eyes are a bit smaller on this one. Halfway there. Oof. Yes, halfway there. And you're holding up steady. I thought especially the one that was like just some scene of daily activities, people walking, other ones cutting the fences and everything. That looked like it was a lot of effort. With all these little details, I really like that one. In general, you put a lot of details in them, obviously. But yeah. Staying motivated to do it and keeping up the details is always impressive. I think you're doing great. Now this is a really nicely drawn arm, but it doesn't look like it's the way I wanted it, and it's a bit big compared to the head, so we redo it. Kept the size of the arm that I had in mind when I drew the first sketch. Probably need to angle the wing a bit more up from the get-go. And typical hand on hat pose. I just love the idea. This is you as a Pokemon trainer. Yes, that's me as a Pokemon trainer for my Pokemon stream next the weekend. Which I probably will do again over Twitch, even though there's a lot I don't like about Twitch. This is why I decided to restart my streaming on YouTube. But I don't want to. The one thing about YouTube is you don't want to mix too much. So this is a complete art channel, and I will not do any gaming here. I thought about it. I decided it's better if I don't. So I'm can't wait to go back to Twitch. Also, I said that I don't know mute or unmute, but I do like the option of channel points that Twitch offers that you don't have here, obviously. I had when I did the other Pokemon streams, beginning of this year, end of last year, you know, Legend Arceus and Brilliant Diamond. I decided that I made some channel point rewards that I really liked. Would be so sad if they go to waste. Like the idea of having your viewers interact with your stream and make you catch Pokemon on it. I like that. Which is why one more reason why I decided Twitch might be better for Pokemon streams, so I can have that back. Obviously giving myself the typical gloves. I see no reason as why you can't do both. That's exactly. No, I don't mind doing both. I just, when I decided that I wanted to start streaming, which originally was for Pokemon anyway, because I love streaming my Pokemon journeys. Enjoyed it the last two times. I thought that I might try something else, because I hate how Twitch is currently flooding you with ads. Plus, I also really just so I really want to get myself more into video editing, kind of force myself more to do more for YouTube than I would do for Twitch. So it's a win-win, you know. And going back to Twitch just for gaming, I think that's the best idea. Just keep it separated. Twitch focuses much more on gaming, so games that I enjoy are much easier to help me be their scene, just like having a YouTube channel completely focused on art can help me convey my points, because I want to come to the point where I can actually help people and teach people, which is much easier done with a YouTube channel where videos live a bit longer. Only if one is partner, which stream is not allowed. Yeah, I think even if you're partnered, you can. It's just there are boundaries. I mean, from affiliate get-go, your footage is for 24 hours bound to Twitch. But that isn't a problem, you know. You can wait 24 hours before you upload that. That reminds me, I think I saw people just upload right after they played. But that's their problem, not mine. I will not get into their business. Maybe Twitch changed that. I just randomly remembered how I saw people do that, and I'm like, right, wasn't there a thing against that? Anyway. I will not draw the arm actually, it will be like it's behind her body, and this drawing part I just put it in the sketch. So yeah. Enjoy seeing the arm and see it again. As soon as we leave sketching phase. I was thinking about adding more clover details, but I think I don't. And only one. Oh wait, it's the same message, yeah. But yeah, that's so much to my idea. Gaming on Twitch. I won't stream much gaming, so it's another reason. YouTube, you want your content to be somewhat consistent. I mean, it's good for streaming anyway. But I couldn't pull off an entire channel on gaming, because they would need more than just streaming. On YouTube at least. And so figured it's just better if I do it this way. So, I'm gonna just scale this up. Stay in my canvas. Perfect. Now we do the lining. I don't want to confuse people with doing too much at once. That's my only worry, but I don't think I would confuse anyone if I do some YouTube streaming. Also, so far the YouTube streaming doesn't work as well as I hoped. I'm not surprised, because I'm still learning and I don't mind, because I just do this for fun. Try to make some videos that could be interesting along the way. I uploaded my first one this Saturday. Now I know what's bothering me, it's the wrong pen. It's on my favorite line art brush. I want to go a little bit back so I have it a bit more easier to do the lines. Yeah. go. I also still need to figure out my streaming times. So far I always did in the morning because of pen and paper. Since most of my free days were Saturday. Last week I also did in the morning under the week because I just wanted to be finished by the time my boyfriend comes home. Just have more quietness, I feel. But today I decided to make it in the evening. At least my evening. Everyone has different time zones. Just to have some more freedom. I feel like I didn't was as productive as I want, but it's easier to be productive before the stream than after. Like telling myself I have to get all this done or I cannot stream. And you enjoy streaming right now again, so better get everything done. Something like that. I think I never started my drawing. Such a weird order. At least the lining. Usually always like to start with the face, but before I could do the face I need to do the cap. Before I can finish the cap I need to finish the hand that holds the cap. So I just got going and start with the arm. I should really finish the cap. Stop getting sidetracked. So, the next pose I have in store for you, I showed a small glimpse of it earlier while I was still mute, accidentally. But another pose I would like to pull out with you is one where I draw on a digital tablet, similar like mine, just I don't give so much into the detail for that one. This means I just wrote the basic option I have, for my sketch at least. I don't think I will do more than that option. Yeah. This way I can have one avatar. It looks a bit more interesting like this one. Like I like to do the basic one just to have a feeling for her. But the next one should be more same. I still can use this one. I just want more because I also put them on my thumbnails, so I need more poses obviously. Different drawing. Yes, I want to make as many little ones of them today as possible. I don't think I will exceed 3. I most likely won't exceed 2. And so I prepped 3 just in case. But I am glad if I would even get to start the second. I know how long it will take me. I'm both confident and not confident. Probably it's best if I just finish the circle. Perfect. So this is the main focus, starting this one, because that's the first one I will need. I can use the one I have. I mean, it's not like I need it, but it's the only time I can do it is right now before game release, so might as well do it now. Because I find this really cute and I love the idea of making a little animation for it too. So, I really had to think because the program obviously uses 4 images. So if I will be not paying attention, this could look weird. Here you go. Alright, this is the second sketch we will tackle with surges. On the drawing tablet with a pen, it's a bit more in the zone, you know. Looking at the drawing tablet, I thought it was really cute, the idea. Probably will get so attached to all those different versions that when I get to the point that I make a PNG tuber VTubing character, that I will have trouble finding the version I want, because I want all the different poses, and it will be so expensive getting all of them perfectly rigged. I won't do that. There's no way I will be satisfied with that. I want to make it in a 2D version so that I can still draw it, because I feel that's just more me. But yeah. There we go. That will be definitely interesting if I ever make the switch. For now, I enjoy my little talking and blinking. Which is also the reason why we do the whole thing without the animated arm, because I can't do the animation in the program I'm using for my the movement currently. So that I blink and that I speak. That way it means I have to work with two layers in the streaming program. One that has my responding character, and one that is just like a transparent GIF of the moving arm. That's what I have in mind. That way, the moving arm won't be affected by me talking, because I don't know if I like how you're jumping every time you talk. Yeah, I found that cute. There are different options. There are different options, like you can have a little bit more shaking or generally jumping. But I figured just jumping when I start to talk, like it's right now, is the best, because it just gives you some more feedback and makes it a bit more compelling and lively, but it doesn't look like too much. Yeah, a few things. I really like the program that I decided to use. I looked for different ones. And this one just spoke to me from everything, because I like how it reacts. There's a few things I liked. First of all, it's one of the few that lets you actively blink. Like, you just draw a version where the eyes are closed and it makes it blink. I mean, it's technically just 4 frames, used as I need, but it looks so lively already. That's what I like about it. And the second thing that I really like is that I can actually assign hotkeys. I mean, I can make different versions of me with the images, so I can have, like, in a program, one tab for the one I use currently, and then my second one for the Pokemon trainer, and then I can assign hotkeys to those tabs and switch in between whenever I feel like. Obviously, that is for streaming a bit confusing sometimes. You can't just always focus on switching to tabs, but for here and there, a few things I find it nice. For instance, after I made drawing one, I could switch to the normal one when I am more going into storytelling mode or something, where I actively talk and stay a bit away from my cameras, because I want to focus on what I'm talking about and not get sidetracked and start to ramble on. Because that's something where I notice when I in the drawing zone. It's difficult to have one clear conversation, as I sometimes tend to ramble on. And then I make mistakes. Just like now, where I realize that I can erase the entire eye as it is useless right now for me. It's so usual for me to draw the eye, but doesn't need the eye. So I wasted my time on drawing an eye that I don't need. Good job, right? Anyway, back to my actual GB part. Well, I don't need the eye, obviously I need eyes, but I want to draw the eyes in the last step after I finish everything, as they need to be on a different layer. So I can easily switch around eyes and mouth types. I think this time I don't make a layer with everything on it, but rather just one for the mouths. Oh, two for the mouths and two for the eyes. And leave me with 4 layers still, but I think this makes the most sense. Yeah. Probably will change up the way how I treat this for videos too. Because in videos I am much more free as I edit them, so I probably won't even use the software that makes me talk and jump. Rather use still images. I'm not sure yet. I will experiment with that. But you know, I know how much you guys watch artists do streams. I don't see many people using characters like that. But some people tend to actually just have the character different images that they insert with different expressions the way they need it. You know, one that just looks nice, one that has the mouth open, or a more lectury pose with a hand up, or glasses, you know. Another one that has just super high bellies, like I did make one too, but not for speaking, just images, you know. You look more serious. Like when you, yes, for example, yeah. Something like that, so I can switch. Obviously, when I play Pokemon, I want to have this one probably most of the time. I could switch around, but I probably won't. Because that's just the idea of, like, I'm on my journey. Probably, as I said, I won't stream games that much. And I would like to make maybe one that has a controller, like a overall gaming one. But I also would love to just make one for every game I play. Because if I play them, I probably will play for multiple streams, so the controller one probably becomes useless if I ever make one. Well, you never know, you know? It's just for when I ever feel like I want to play a game and don't want to draw something for it. I have something in store. But since I do one for Pokemon, I don't need that right now. Because I don't have unlimited money to buy games, unfortunately. There's so many cube games though. Like the other day, I was looking into one that's called Portion Pyramid. I bought it for Switch and played it offline because I figured I just want to have it enjoy. That's also why I bought it for the Switch, because games I buy for the Switch mean for me personally that I am not planning on, that I want to chill with it. Like if I have the free option to play on the PC or the Switch, then I would always use the PC when I want to stream the game. But when I just want to chill in bed and play, I would definitely use the Switch. Because I can lie in bed, have it comfortable, which I did when I brought the game, and just chill. And it was so great. Just saying. There are different ways on how to approach games. Okay, I need to check actually something I did. Give me a moment. For that, I need to look at my avatar close up. Yes, I remembered correctly. I wasn't sure if how I drew the hair out, but now I remember again. I pushed it behind the ear because it felt more natural to me. I don't know how about you guys, but especially those who have short hair. If you have long hair, it tends to go in the way. It will, believe me. Or you know, because you have long hair. So most of the time, even if I like to, I mean, if I make a ponytail for myself, which I have most of the time because of work, and my hair is nice, wonderful, really nice length, but it's completely in the way with everything I do. It's just my hair is so long that it will get stuck between any kind of skin clutching together, like, and then my arms when I pull them together, or in my like this spot. I should not erase. I would get here stuck, there stuck, sometimes here stuck, depending how I move. And it's so annoying. So I mostly have my hair tied up right now. I also need to cut my hair. It's probably totally dead at the end. I love my hair long, but I really need to cut. It's like, so, a part of that, I like to have strands of my hair out of the ponytail because it looks nicer if I don't have it all there. My face tends to look better with some hair covering the sides because otherwise it's very round and just needs this little hair framing to look better. But unfortunately, I find it very annoying having my hair in my face, so I mostly tuck them behind my ears, and I think most people do with long hair. Because whenever I don't usually, I just make a normal ponytail. Every hair shut in when I work, but if I want to go out or something, I just want to look nice. So I have a little bit hair loose on my front of my face to have a nice little frame for my side cheeks. So I'm getting a haircut tomorrow actually. I'm usually never do. Gonna get some meat, wish you good soon, thank you. Have a nice food. Enjoy. And thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. I really need to get to take a haircut. So unfair, long hair is so expensive. I have money for haircuts. I never go to actually. I even know the English term because I never go there. I'm German, obviously, so I don't know every word. It's not obvious, but obviously I don't know every word because I'm German. And I have absolutely no idea what the word right now is I'm looking for. But you know the one that cuts your hair. That job. No, I only know. The only word that comes to my mind is barber, but that's only for the beard. So yeah. You know what I mean. Professional hair cutter. And dyer. Dyeing I forgot completely. Because that's too expensive. I would pay hundreds of bucks for hair dye. If I would do it with a professional. It will look better, yes. And I also need my hair dyed again. Actually, but it will be also so expensive. Anyway, we at the part where we do the face. But I might need to get a haircut, a professional one. I don't want to be insisting on my sister. She cut my hair the last time, but I would need to drive to her place, and I don't have a ticket for the bus currently because it costs money. It would be cheaper to drive to my sister than going to a haircutter though. It would also take significantly longer. So I'm still debating. She looks up. I want her to look up. It's okay for her to look to the front and all, but I don't want to look her up. Kind of also the head movement, so guess I have to go with the fact that she will look up a bit. She wouldn't look up that much that way, so let's leave it. I'm done drawing the mouth on this layer since I said I wanted to try a different approach. And we just have to take on and out the eyes and the mouth. I think it will be faster. Now we do the simple copy and paste trick I used last time. Why am I so scared of going over the line? That's so stupid. Only thing I don't want to copy is that part. Copy, paste. Then we go in editing mode. We untuck this, we squeeze this a lot. Might even want to make it a tiny bit smaller. I feel like this side, this time I should better draw the eye. I will most likely have more success just drawing the eye. Probably make some supportive lines. Now I need to gently erase the supportive lines. Not fully happy with it, but I think it's workable. First of all, I wanted a bit more in. Now we deselect it and draw the eyebrow. There we go. Next, we make a layer with the mouth. Could do the other eyes first, but I want to have the mouth first. I don't want to give her a smirk-like face. Like she's confident in her skills. She's going to be the Pokemon champion. Least of my so far. Nice. Now for the next one, we put the sketch out. Make this lower and start with the mouth. Nope. I think that's fine. For talking mouth. I might want to position it a bit lower. I actually didn't need to mark it. Yeah, it's much better. Now, can put this fill up again. And now the eyes get down. Oh, we draw them closed. So, anyone else playing Pokemon this weekend? Hope you're excited as me because I am. I don't know, I fell in love with the game. I already said it so many times, but how can you focus your head on something else? Am I right? So yeah, can't wait to get my new game. But before that, we will have to do a lot of preparation. So I guess I can wait, because that's what a beta good. But I will have some stuff to accompany having my phone with you guys focusing on other stuff. I'm working actually on a new video of my Lugia drawing, which I didn't finish on stream, but I figured I want to do something special with this. So the video won't be actually about Lugia, but more about the wind effect I added, which I figure was really cool, and I could make like a tutorial out of it. So that's what we're gonna do. I will cut it, and I cut the main part out of the video. That was the drawing process. And next I shall try to make it informative. It's definitely gonna be fun because it also means I need to record and actively put my voice on that. I have no idea how I'm gonna deal with that, but I try. I think it will be a good set down for what direction I do want to go with this channel. I think the main issue with this eyebrow is that it's too far down. Yeah, much better. Put the other eyes out to see it in one. I think it's alright. Could be better, I like the face of my main one too, but for the weekend it's alright. So notice one more thing. Good. I think I want this neck to end here somewhere. Should have drawn an end to it, but it didn't look like there was one. Now we have that, I have to recollect the eye, make it visible, turn it off, so I have one face to color. I can use these points soon. Let me just get in position. Let's just put them there. They won't annoy me there. I can pick them whenever I need. I know, yeah, last time I drew more on this side. This time I draw much more on that side. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Just recondition. So, now we have this beauty. I need to draw it down. Let me shortly get my files organized. That way I have it easier. So I will make one for the facial expression. The liner layer is one, so I don't need one actually. I think for the coloring I don't need that much of layers too. I could make one for the facial expressions too, but that comes next time. So what we gonna start about is just putting in the colors. I made those color dots of what I had there, but I guess it would be smart to have the other dots also. So give me a moment to rearrange everything. Why is the sketch now there? Anyway, not that important. Now I can just pick my colors on there. It will look a bit different because I have shading and everything on that, and but I try to pick the raw colors and hope it will work. So where's my... Oh, it must have replaced the line. Yeah, I did. Let me drink something. Good. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Because this character is about to get some light. A little bit bigger. Have a lot of areas to draw. I don't want to drop up the hair. Heck no. Is this really the color I chose here? It looks so much more brownish. But I guess it is. The other colors must really work in their favor to get the skin tone looking like a normal skin tone. It's important that I don't be too stingy. I find when I go too stingy on the line, drawing in the lines, it's not always in my favor. Also, as you noticed, I didn't put her arm sleeves in because I figured it will be a bit too much with the gloves. So instead of the arm sleeves, she wears this. I also didn't put a necklace in. There was a mistake. I will now add that. At least I'm honest about it, right? Such a different line. So weird. The line flow is so different. Anyway, what I mean is, if I have other objects around that I want to color and I go too close to the line, I noticed that I sometimes at the edge of the line don't get everything. And that could also happen with this, which I don't want. So I just draw over it. So it gives me both a feeling for where I have not colored the space completely and where I still need to. And I will just give some color there instead of having transparency, because she actually has some transparency in the hand. You don't notice in that image, but in my streaming I noticed that if there's white behind exactly that spot, you can see it. Which is why I put a little tiny brown square, solid brown, just behind the hand to fix this. I didn't close the fingers, but I think I'll leave it like that. I like that. Did she say because she doesn't want to ruin it? No, I think it's completely fine. Next, I go a bit more reddish. I did that with the last one too. Just a tiny nice touch I recommend you want to do with skin. Not much, and it has such a great effect. Recommend also to lock the layer for that, because then you can draw much bigger. And it's just adding some red. You know? There are parts of the body that are just more red. And by adding the red, it just looks more natural. I'm not good by that, and I recommend you to either just look at skin or at tutorials that explain the reasoning behind this better than me. But it's a fact that it's just, especially around the nose is a bit more red, the cheeks, and all that. Also, some might do it on the shoulder, so I do it on the shoulder. The ears, obviously. Like, you maybe saw in anime how people of the ears blush when they're embarrassed, or you know, it is cute, I'm a love, so I blush version. So they make it on the ears too, and it goes hand in hand with what I mean, why I make things red because it's just it's stronger pigmented in the reddish side. Next, I just go with the brown. Try to pick a brown color in between here. And maybe not my pen that I used to make the blush that has completely soft edges. And will not make this everything brown. Another thing that I don't do, which I recommend, is to work with different layers for the coloring part and then merge them. So the one trouble I have here right now is whenever I have to be extra careful now to not draw over the line because I can't erase. Usually if I would not draw over it, I could use the color beneath it and just put it on, but because I made this subtle blush, I need to be more careful now. Because the moment I draw over the skin, can't just use the skin contour over because I will ruin the subtle blush. That's why I usually like to draw the other colors on a different layer and then merge it down, because I only need one layer for coloring obviously, but that way if I draw over I can just erase the part where I drew over on the skin layer areas without having to try recreating the subtle blush. I just started doing it that way, so they're not that difficult since I draw with less detail. But the moment you work with a gradient in your coloring, you want to be sure you preserve it. There's different options. You also could like select the areas you want to draw. I see people drawing outlines around the areas they want to draw on, and I find it so incredible the precision they have. I could never have that much precision. I could probably practice it, but I don't know if that's worth it. I think I'm fine just the way I draw. You know, I prefer using layers and then merge them instead of trying to select exact spaces. But it's something a lot of people do, you know, take this lasso tool and just draw the marked area you want to do. And it has its places where if not, I would say I use that. Especially if you're further into something. I used it also when I did those, so I have a better option to do the gradient on my flat color without intertwining with the other gradient. I mean, you could do different layers for that. Oh boy, haze. Oh yeah, we almost up to here. We're in a good speed, I believe. What time are we? 1 hour 30. No, we're not in a good speed. Need to up that up. So wondering if I want to make the glove white or make it colorful. I want to make the hat colorful. I'm still thinking if I make this or not this. Usually this likes to have a different color. This one too. I use the same color through here and everywhere, so I probably make the glove white, that part colorful, and then yeah, I decided. I really love how the idea of having your ponytail go through the whole of the head. I really do. If I could fit hats don't suit me. They look terrible on me. I have not a cap head. But if I could, I would probably do it. But I can't. Not a cap head. I know, it sounds stupid to say. Cap hat. What a silly word. Yes, I keep drawing on the same layer, even though I said it makes me terrible at needing to be extra careful on the skin, but I don't care. I just have to do it right. And I mean, for the hair, I don't need to be the perfect, precise person locally. Cause that is one color. I really like how Nozomi looks. That's her name, Nozomi. Nozomi is Japanese and stands for dreaming and wish. Dream, a wish, and that's exactly her. A wish to be better. And my current self. Wish working on daily. Currently, at least daily. Now I can keep that on. Because it didn't used to be daily. I mean, I make good progress, don't get me wrong. I just finished a logo design for my brother, which we did last stream too. Get her. Finished it. We made last adjustments. I sent it to him. And he paid me for it. He even was mad at me for asking too less. I was like, I don't want to ask him much. He's my brother. And he's like, you need to ask more, girl. I don't underpay you. You're my sister. So he paid more. I might make that my standard price for logos for now. Depending on the logo. Still feel like it was too easy to charge that much, but technically, giving the hour rate that I deserve to take, it was the good price. It was a good price. I don't know. Always feel bad to charge too much. Something I need to still get better in. As it's important to understand your value. Don't undersell yourself. You can just start and... Why are you so twitchy? You can just start and do Fiverr if you want to undersell yourself. So we are at the final part of the main coloring layer, so we take a different one. I know, very logical. And I decided to do what I said, but using different layers instead of the selecting tool to implement my gradient. I also didn't do wings. She has no wings at this point. I can draw them in later, they're not that important. Since I do the base coloring under the wings. What's important to notice that I forgot them. Because now I can add them later without having much trouble. I think I could actually add the wings at any time of the drawing without undergoing too much trouble. Just because I chose because the way I draw them, it's easy to say it in the easiest way to describe. Because it doesn't matter, the lines were always over the other lines, so I could just draw over my current line art And what's the word? The coloring will always above my normal coloring, so it will be transparent. That way I can highlight the different areas. I think I see some blue. I maybe take a different color when I do the clothing. It's a bit see-through though. I mean, difficult to see the white and the blue through it. It's better obviously than a white background, but not perfect. So, we have the base coloring. Next I focus on my gradient. Then I do the rest of that. I have a few spaces I left on purpose, ungraded, colored, because, I mean not the face, I mean this and that, so I can draw them without interfering. I think this knob will probably just go white. You know what, I put the knob white. There's no point in having this knob colored. At least none that will help me. So we go back to this. Select the darkest color. I like to work myself out and in. Next I use this brush. I want the edges to be the darkest. Like it goes from dark to... What is this? I didn't ask for that. Sometimes that happens though. So, I next we use the second darkest color. I actually work a bit too big here. Push the dark area a bit away. To blend. Here we go. Next we use this just to get our coloring again in. I know we just did the other thing, but it's okay. Next we work itself out. While I did start it with the darkest color for the inning, I will use the brightest color for the other side. I mean, I will do the brightest color last. Using the middle tone for the base setting is just a way on how to have it simple. There's no way it's seen there. So this is perfect. It still mocks me that there's free space in the eye, but it won't be it will be visible. There we go. Now we are going to select another layer and do it again. That way we don't have to switch it much around. Because now I can select exactly the colors I need. I mean the areas I need for my second gradient layer part. And gradient them without interfering with the other. Then merge it down. Because I only need one coloring layer. Last time I forgot that when I did the coloring, I kept them two separated, which I do not recommend. It's easier to have them on one. I really enjoyed using layers like multiplier for the shading and just narrowing it down for one step. You can always just add details if you need them. But especially for my drawing style, where it's very simple and easy, you don't need that much of shading and coloring, so you can just use that. I would probably also use it for paintings, as I always can adjust to draw darker on it. There you go. Now we lock the layer and do just what we did before. You work yourselves down through this from dark to bright. Putting the darkest color at the sign. Actually I want to go up, so it's like a mirrored version of it. I overdid it there on purpose, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Now use the middle color. I mean the second darkest color to blend. Push it back in. I forgot the blending there. I just make it minimally brighter there, because it's supposed to be bright on the back too again. Now we start working ourselves in with the brighter color. Actually, and last but not least, the highlight color. It's not the highlight color, but you get what I mean. The right color. That makes this gradient really pop. That looks nice, now doesn't it? Now we do the eyes. I could actually do the shading first. Might do that. Let's do it. Let's do the shading next. Maybe just totally get a little blink on what I wanted to talk about today, so I don't bore you. There we go. I could talk about different poses. That will be the next thing. I already started talking about my little ideas for this, but as mentioned, I probably will plan for videos to put this in still motion and just use the images as transparent, put them over it whenever I feel like the pose will fit. And there's this probably the best way of displaying it. Let me shortly merge this, and yeah. So I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff. After I did poses for the different activities, I want to do emotions. The first I planned was one with hearts and eyes. I'm super happy, excited, and in love. I could also make one that looks just excited with stars in the eyes. It will be similar, but different users, you know, excited for something like, if I have big plans, I put I'm excited. If I see Sprigatito, I'm in love because the cat is so cute. Very simple explanation, right? Then I can make one where I'm mad and one where I'm worried or sad. Or I can make one where I'm in lecture mood. Like I could put myself glasses on and make like a typical glass wearing character pose. It would be cute. And something like that. That's the basic idea. I mean, I go pretty a lot of that, and I will see how far I go. Maybe I will stick for PNG Tubers for the rest of my streaming career. Maybe I go for VTuber at some point. Either way, I most definitely think this should be the best way to put it. Now I can take this, put it on here, create a clipping mask just to be sure, put it on multiply, and brighten it all up. I'm already on the soft brush, so it should be relatively easy. All I do is take the shades and darken them. The cool idea of this technique is to have my colors to be desaturated in a nice fitting way. It's an easy way to do this and it won't adjust any particular way. How much? I think I did much more hard shading though. It was just a lot. No, I think I did it much less hard than I imagined. Oh, I know why I have hard shading in mind, because I did that with Lugia. Yeah, that's true. I especially love the way how I shaded Lugia. Like I saw that. Like I put also a multiplying layer on it, I believe, and just made it mostly dark. So that was pretty cool. Make a simple one for the eye socket, because they're darker. Now, for the hair, I will work in two parts. Part one is a basic one. Just mimics where it's darker. Do it to the natural one, and then I make one where I work a bit more precise on the hairline. So with the other one too, as you can see. Gives the hair a nice texture, which we want. Just going a bit with the flow and make it look more alive. See how much more life it has? Yeah, it's just better. Yeah. What else did I had made notes of? Oh yeah, I already mentioned previous that I want this channel completely focused not, and that I'm working on a tutorial video going over how I made the wind effect on Lugia, which I showed on stream. But I figured not many people will be motivated to watch my streams, even though I used them as a base for this channel. I completely understand that it's a lot to watch and it's a slow progress, especially if I keep talking like that. Um, so that's why I want to go a little bit above my work and make it easier for others to enjoy my content. One way of doing that is by turning my videos that have, in my opinion, very enjoyable content into YouTube videos. And I want them mostly to be educational in the future. I can't promise that there always will be. I will work a lot with what I have, maybe start recording stuff to it and see how far I can get, because I'm really hard in doing all that. I work my heart. Really love the little time lapse of how I did it and the stuff that I learned about Procreate on the way on it. It just will be so much more work, given the fact that I do have to put voiceovers in it. I think I'm fine by now hearing my voice. Used to hate it. Still don't like my voice, personally, but I think I got used to it. I mean, it is important to like your voice in some degree. Don't get me wrong. But no one should be sad, ununderstandable, and you might not like your voice. It is very normal to not always like your voice. So, we have that down. Next comes some lighting. Gamma screen, and this time I want an... I don't even know if I used the overlay mode, but I think I did. And we use a light that I like. I think I used just purple last time too. Let's just make it less bright. Why is it not visible? Yeah. That explains it. Need to be much more careful with the chin line. Obviously, the top of the hat is very enlightened. There, get some line. Oh, entire arm, get some line. And there we go, get some line. Nice one to here. I make a very subtle one, just as earlier, to indicate the line that comes on the hair. Don't want to overdo it, because otherwise our hairlines won't be seen. Very small, and just work out some detail. Following the hair flow that I established already. There we go. she is done in her base version. Now, obviously, we need to fix other things. Also, I noticed the lines, the outlines are not completely black. You can see this especially in the hair where it's get dark and the outline is kind of brighter than the hair color. It looks weird, but we will fix it. I did it here too, you don't see it that much, but I slightly tinted the line to not being black, but a very dark purple and a very dark brown. It's simple, it's easy, and it works. Don't have to use all the colors necessary, like usually I make a dark color version for every single area, but I figured to keep it simple. Probably will do the same here too. This time I will do it with you though. So, lock the layer. Actually can use the opportunity to make the wings, so we select the really dark purple and draw the wings. Maybe I draw them above so I can easier erase. Also don't promise that my wings will always have the perfectly same shape. Now for the dumb part. I love wings. I mean, the wings and the show too, but I meant this time the wings in general. I think for the other wing pair, I just take this, distort it a bit, and see where I go with it. Most of it will be erased, but that is okay. First of all, put this off, put it like down, and that is mostly it already. Yep. Now we go to erase everything. I mean, not everything, but most of it. Because there's barely anything visible. See, that's all you see. I actually need to probably layer when I do the wings, so the back wing gets its different layer, as it will obviously have stacked transparency. So you see how this is transparent. If you put two transparent layers stuff above each other, the transparency stacks and it gets less transparent. Then again, on the other hand, I don't have that really. Should be fine if we just do one coloring layer, I guess, yeah. So, where was I? Is that layer I have to erase now? Guess it's there. I really don't get as far as I wished, but the one character is still better than none. We can do another one tomorrow. Now we just put them together. Merge down. Merge down. Actually, don't merge down. Actually, do merge down. I can't decide it myself. Just T. Not always do. So, with the dark purple selected, we just, it's not the dark purple. We just color over the entire thing. Makes the lines nicer. To make them even nicer, we take a brown, a red brown, and color everything that is not there. It's really hard to see, but it's there. So basically everything that has a brown tint will get a brown outline. Everything that has a purplish tint, or supposed to have it, gets a purple outline. Means skin is brown. White gloves and the outfit in general is everything is purple. I said you don't see much, but it does affect it. Okay, next we have wings. I need to draw them. They had the same layering as there. This is a weird texture. Oh, I don't have full opacity. That's not good. Sometimes do it accidentally with a brush way how I resize my brush. That's not good. Keeping outside of the front part. Also, reconsider that I do the back wing. I just don't make it transparent like this one because there's no need for it. Because the back wing, the second one, has a way different way of how it is layered. So the coloring should change. I want it to be accurate. Yeah, that's the first one. Really don't see much of the second one. Now we layer the colors. Just like we did the entire time. Simple, it's easy, it works. Especially if you know how to lock the layer. I did the same rookie mistake again. That's why I try to keep the wing shape. The wings are much more visible this time. I want to keep the shape of it in mind while I do this. So that both of the wing parts have their individual shading. Now we push it back in. And start the other color. Perfect. Now we back. No, I want to go back. I just edit, redo, just get out of there. Why am I so close in? Copy this below. I need this layer below, just so I have a nice opaque wing. Opacity doesn't work with many programs, including the program I use for getting my avatar in, because those work with green screen, so it will be slightly green behind the wings and that just looks ugly. So instead of trying to keep it the opacity right, I just make it one block. You don't have to look through the wing. It's easier this way. Now we put the wing out. Put this one in. I'm on the wrong brush again. Need to be careful. As I already said, I keep the opacity of this one on 100% due to the fact that it will be behind everything. Could technically put it also at the back, but yeah, might do this just so I have it a bit easier to color. There we go. Now I use this and slightly put the gradient in. It won't be as impressive as the other. Won't see much. I also don't think we see the other side of that. Push it back in. Got too long. Okay, let's just do this so we have it. Push it back in. Push that back in. Put that down. Do that. This is the brush I used for glitter. So take a really bright pink. Go with back. Reduce the opacity. Go on full opacity. That's all we need. We can put this in again. Put here also some glitter on. I love stuff that is sparkly. I used for a while to make my eyes also sparkly, but I kept them simple and I liked it for a while, but then I was like, I want to get the details back. Already like that, the wings look great. It will look even better now we put it on 75%. You just can see how the different gradient affects this, and I like it. Now, we did everything except the face. Do this. Actually, create clipping mask. There's a similar cool step I want to do. At some point I should make a folder with all the brushes I like to use. Just make that. A little bit of the eye will be brown, which could be purple, but really doesn't matter and looks better this way. Just brings the face into this, you know. Anyway. Now comes the moment of truth. We go here where the other layer is. Put a folder, put a file into the folder. This will be now our facial coloring. So we go back here to the bluish purple pawn, select the white, and just color the eye white. There's a line. Just need to make sure on what layer it is. There we go. Dirt has been eradicated. Back to white. Technically I could do the white after I finish the iris, but no. Also I put the iris on a different layer later, so I can draw that in privacy before I focus on the rest. There we go. No. We will do the eyes. The eyes I did last time already, very simple. We just skip a bit of the middle part and work with the brightest and the darkest part of our gradient. Actually, I remember having used this brush here. It gave such a nice way of strokes, and I want to use it again. I didn't use it last time, but I remember having drawn eyes with this because I really like the strokes. Okay, now we lock the layer. Okay, it looks a bit weird. Could you do something useful? I hate when it gets stuck like that. No, we stay in the same color. I just want it to just this. Yeah, I can totally see again why I love this. Brush for it. There's just something about this brush that makes line work so nice. Now we take this, go even darker to put the iris in. Take this, go brighter to put some highlights in. Just has so much more texture for nothing. No, they say art isn't what you do with the which brush you use, but sometimes it can be the brush. Let me go small and do the highlighting. I like to do one big circle here. One stripe there. Another one down there. A tiny circle up here. Just a tiny circle up there. Needs to be tinier. Technically, it's better if it's on the other side. Yeah, I definitely have a different feel to it, but I like it that way more. Now we have to do the mouth. Yay. Also, we put this down. We actually have another layer to do. 3 layers. I also like to use this brush actually for hair. I didn't do it last time, but I can use it at least for this hair part. It has such a nice texture. I'm refinding my happiness in Photoshop. Isn't that nice? You've been so disactive as me. You start to forget your favorite brushes. Which is kind of sad. And one for the mouth. I need to freestyle this one, I guess. Hey, perfect. I actually don't want the inner part of the mouth so dark. Take the brighter color, put it in, go dark, paint around the edges. Yeah. Never mouth. I would say she's done. I can spread her out on the other layers, but you guys know what she looks like, and I can do that for myself later. So what I'm gonna do is I picked out this one, copy it, take it over with me here. Now I don't think we will finish this one, but I can at least do the line art or the sketch. I like to do at least sketch and line art. Not sure how much I will get done. We reactivate this one, and as already mentioned, I'm intending on changing the color. So I take a blue. This should help me see more. Now for the sketch. My favorite soft line brusher. I really got down to only using a few brushes recently. Start by defining the face. Okay, I start over. Because while I don't like how the face looks here, I made this one smaller. Now I know she always looks in the same direction, isn't it boring? Can be. Right now I use a styling method because it's easiest to put me on the right side. And I want to look into the canvas, obviously. Okay, this time in this one I will look on the screen and not on the canvas, but it's okay. That's the same idea. I don't have the ear too big, but healthy. I want to make a version that just listens to music. You know? Till the animated, just the head shaking, listening to music, but I might be right back. But it is weird because it's there and I'll be right back. Don't you guys think it will be weird? Okay. Easiest way to do this is just to follow the hair flow and behind the ear. That way I have it natural. Okay, Photoshop lights again. Oh well. It will happen here and there, but it's okay. Get used to it. Especially if you're working pro Premiere Pro. I mean, it is so much more worse there. You can believe me that. So for this one, I really like the idea of making it as a digital artist, which gives me two freedoms. Freedom one, I can make multiple versions if I don't draw digitally. Freedom two, I can use as a base. Wow, the arm looks so crooked. God damn it. Anyway, Where was I before the arm looked irritated me too much? I was telling you that I wanted to use that as a nice space because I do most of my art digitally. So I can use this whenever I do art. When I do design, I probably won't do this because technically I'm not using my tablet when I do design most of the time. I use it occasionally, but not most of the time because most of my designs are done with mouse. There's a lot of things I feel comfortable doing with mouse and a lot of things I feel comfortable doing with pen. And I find when I do designs, I need to use shapes and I need to move them. And I can do this much easier. Let's not get over her head here. She has a tiny breast because she's a chibi character and chibis don't need to be overly sexualized. I like my characters having some boobs, but really shouldn't be the focus. Like, if you draw this character out in not chibi, please go full on. I would do too. Give her Sona boobs. But for this, it's easier. Okay, first of all, I need to fix this. This is throwing me off like crazy. Second, I need to adjust the other arm to this. The arm should be skinny, but not too skinny. Like, just because I like my characters having a nice body doesn't mean I mean it. Skin, body, not too much fat. It's just the opposite of me. I know. Doesn't mean it should be like too less. A healthy amount. Because I find it more cute this way. I know it doesn't help with body positivity, being happy the way you are. And I like my characters as I want. Okay, with the hair will look better. Let's just settle on that. Technically, also here I could make an animation looking like she's drawing, which will be much more sense making given the fact that I will use this much more, but I don't want to. Just need to make sure it doesn't look weird when it pops up while I'm talking, as my character do. But I think it will be fine. How would it look like? You would see the palm. No. Nobody holds their pen like that. This looks weird. So let me shortly make a way on how I think hand will look. I technically just need to make it look like my hand, which I use right now. But it's easier said than done. Alright, let's get into the logic. I hold the pen like this. So, I have my thumb here, one pen there. The rest is behind. This is a good way to put this. Good. We select this, place it the way it's supposed to be, and hopefully never have to deal with this again. Sometimes it's easier to just separate stuff. Also, she needs a glove. Don't see much of it, but she wears it. Because the glove is on the outer fingers, on the pinky and the ring finger. It's a special glove, you probably already saw it maybe, especially if you're on a channel for digital. So technically it's just covering two of your fingers. And you have here your thumb, your other two fingers outside of the glove. Goes a bit down the wrist. The idea is because that's the part that, I mean, this is Photoshop lacking. This part here is the one that is resting on the screen. And you don't want it to be resting on the screen. Huh. Me don't like. I'm drawing my sketch on these circles. Me do not like. Anyway, back to my sketch. I have it now there and it won't interfere with them. I can take it out later. Next, I will make my drawing tablet. Or a drawing tablet. So you guys can see there are monitors that are really cool to use. This is not how my monitor is standing, but it's a good way on how it could be standing. go. I want this part to be seen, so it doesn't matter how it looks, but this is basically what it would look like. It has buttons at the side, that's why the hand is here. At least mine has buttons at the side. You can have some buttons on your side if needed, but it is always choosable. I mean, there's so many types of tablets out there if you're looking into getting one, if you don't have one yet. So it's all preference. Personally, I like mine with buttons. And you might prefer yours without because it's cheaper. A lot of people also prefer smaller tablets. One that doesn't have a screen, some have a screen, some prefer using an iPad. Or other tablet devices. Should always go for what you feel comfortable with. Jetzt während ich Bubu ins Bett bringe. Macht das! Viel Spaß euch! Noch. Ich hoffe, sie schläft schnell. Und hi, ihr teilt euch einen YouTube-Account? Who does that? It's my sister. She's not the best in English, so I rather respond in German. Also, she wrote in German. I don't mind. I've been dual streaming since a while. Oh, gloves. But here, shared YouTube account? Who does that? I think I could just use that as an extension for this site. I mean, I'm the one with 2 YouTube accounts. So, obviously I'm confused that 2 people can share one. Ja, aber ich wollte vielleicht die Hausvideos hochladen. Das ist cool. Bin ich gespannt. Oh, der ist ein YouTube-Part, den gucke ich immer so gern zu. Die machen halt viel DIY. Sie erinnert mich an euch, deswegen mag ich sie, glaube ich. Nur in der fröhlichen Variante. Ihr seid fröhlich, aber die sind noch mal fröhlicher. Ich habe dir ein Video von denen geschickt, das war das mit dem Catio. Ist zwar Englisch, aber ist ein englisches Paar. I so wish I could do one. A catio for my cat. He would love that. Are you not the case? Na, nicht doch. Dafür bist du viel zu sehr fanat darauf, organisiert zu sein. There we go. Just finished the hair. I feel like it's been a bit too much this time. Also up here a bit too much. I like volume, but that's a bit too much. Just really not looking like good hair. No. Come on. Just getting a sketch today. Here we go. So, we have this part. And eyes. I feel like my eye sketches look so nicely, perfectly together. And then when I actually draw them, it's so difficult. Probably has to do that I make them way simpler in my sketch, but it's not the reason. No, they're just difficult. There we go. Keep the highlights in it. Actually, this one does look down, so now it's nicer to have it look at the chat, but the chat is at the screen. So she's looking at you, just via that screen. It's totally not just make-believe. This time I will not forget the wings, even though I could add them at any point as mentioned before. And yeah. Here we go. Our little fairy. You don't see the other wing though. This shot you will not see the other wing. It's just doesn't make sense. No. Kinda love the way how she just looks so happy on the canvas. It just makes her look so much more motivated to draw than me. I know how much sense that makes, but should be motivated too, I know. So, let's get the whole thing scaled up. After we just got it out of our coloring layer by a cut, put it beneath, put that on. Now we just go back and scale it up. It's hard to see the edges on this one. Oh no. Okay, some wiggle room here. Oh, she just looks so adorable. Let's get the hand out there. I should leave some room. So I will make it slightly in the frame. Because I just love how the character looks. I just really love her design. Oh, did I mention someone made fan out of that? I love that so much. It was just a sketch she did for warm-up, but it made me so happy. The fact that someone put the effort in and actually made fan out of my character I designed, it was just so wonderful. I could cry. I mean, I designed this character with care and love, and obviously I did because she's supposed to represent me now in all my videos and streams. But actually having this character come to life, that's just another level of wonderfulness. And seeing others like enjoying the character and loving it too, it just shows that you did a good design. So there is nothing like, it was just a warm-up sketch. It was a sketch of a character that is dear to me. And more importantly, a character the person that did the drawing of didn't even care about. Didn't have to care about. It was not like a amazing game character or something like that. I think I actually start my line in purple. That way I don't have to do it later. Let's just get the face right away. Still need to get more profile in this. I saved that sketch on my PC because I loved it so much. Will be there with me now forever. It wasn't the first time someone made art of a character I made, but the first time someone did it because he wanted to. That's not true. I have a friend for pen and paper. I draw my characters and he does modeling them in a program for that. I'm not a fan of the program style personally, but it's a really cool tool. Especially if you don't know how to draw and you want to give your characters fans and everything. I just prefer my drawing style. For my characters at least. So that was basically also free. But that was for a purpose for in-game showing. This person specifically said, "Oh, I like your character, I'm drawing it." The only other way was I did commission once someone to draw a character for me. It's also a pen and paper character, but it's cool. I ordered actually a sticker of it and sticked it on my laptop, which I then later gave a friend. Technically, didn't want to give it as a present, but I did. Sort of, it's okay. I don't mind. I didn't need a laptop anymore. I got a new one because it was so slow. And he needed a PC. And he does a lot for us for pen and paper. The amount of time he puts in as DM is worth a laptop. Especially one that I don't use. I later got a new one because I knew the one I wanted to have a Surface, yes, sorry. It was so long ago. So I want to have a Surface because it's smaller and not so heavy for me in university. And that thing broke, then I got a new laptop instead of getting back my old. Because I thought the old one wasn't working well. I'm surprised it still holds only it's for a person. And now I have technically two laptops, but one I gave away that I don't need. But I don't mind. It just still has all the stickers on it. It's kind of funny. Guess he didn't mind. He could have removed them if he wanted. So whenever we do actually have sessions in place and I see the stickers, I always find it cute. I also not just related my own characteristic, I put bunch of stickers on there. That's the point. It's bunch of stickers I like from Shoujo Magica Guru manga animes. Stickers. I mean, if he doesn't mind having them on it, might as well keep them. Oh yeah, that was the only fan I always know someone drew for me. What is one more that someone drew for me? There was like, she made a little sketching thing and she sketched stuff. And she was supposed to sketch what she thinks about my name. Because it was always funny, people interpreted my name back then differently, not fairy creation. Back then it was a rock fairy. And it was interesting to see how different people interpreted it, because depending on what they're interested in, they had different ways of sharing it. Like, some people, for instance, thought directly about the Pokemon type, Rock and Fairy. Even though they weren't even doing Pokemon stuff at that time. While others, for instance, just saw in different light. I have this cute drawings, 2 drawings actually, of people interpreting my name in a short sketch. One did a fairy that has a huge giant boulder strapped to her back with a fighting impression. That was so fun. And the other one, that was like a 5-minute sketch thing she has on her channel. And she just drew a rock with wings. That was one of the most adorable thing I ever saw. Thing is, the whole rock fairy idea was rock related to the music type. No one ever gets that. And since I never been really music related in my content, I was like, I don't need a channel name that is music related without music related content. Which is the reason why I changed it. To be something more fitting without. This sketch, I feel like the hairline is so much more clear. Don't need to draw the body before. But yeah, here's my little anecdote back to the days. I did that. Also wanted to do these 5-minute sketches things. I did a few back then, but it's been a while. Also, I kind of then stopped drawing. Focus more on playing games because I like playing games. Who doesn't? And if you say you don't, then you're in the wrong place because there's no way anyone nowadays doesn't like play games. There's always a game you like. If it's just Candy Crush on your phone. I will never relate to that because I find the game extremely boring when it's a game you can like. Trying to draw more in a way I don't want to draw with this part because I'm not good with hands. Another reason why I wanted this to be cut out, mostly. I don't care if my straight lines are a bit wobbly. Doesn't really matter for this drawing. Gives them character. You know, there are places where your straight lines should be straight, and there's places where your straight lines can be wobbly. It gives your drawing character. This is very, very thin for a tablet. Like, it's as thin as a monitor, but it looks thinner than a monitor. Doesn't matter though, it gets across the point. Only thing I want to do is round up those edges. My monitor has really round edges. Which is probably nice because then you can stump your head or arm or anything against that. Which I would do. Because I do. I'm a clumsy person. I stub my hand, my arm, my foot, my leg, my everything against anything. So reducing my risk of being injured is good. Can be a bit annoying sometimes to be that clumsy, but it's okay. My body is very robust. I guess I get used to be constantly hitting stuff. That it became robust. When I was a kid, I had the entire IKEA shelving, like those very, very flimsy ones that are just some. I draw them. I draw it. So you know, it's just like this. There some, and then you have maybe some very thin like that, you know? It's just those planks and together. If that makes sense. So it's really just those long bars and some planks and maybe some metal holding it together in the back. We utilize a lot of them in different rooms, and once we have one in just piled up like that, like a bunch of pieces piled up, laying sideways like that, lean to each other and then in a long way, just standing on the floor, you know. And we had fun jumping above it. Don't ask me why. We were kids, so we jumped above it, having it as a little bird to jump above. Needless to say, I crashed a bit onto it and it fell all on my toe. It hurt, but my toe was barely damaged. That's why I'm telling you that, because it's not like, oh no, she told the Red Bull stuff in the stream that can't be monetized. That's way too brutal. No, it really was nothing. I mean, my nail needed to be removed because it damaged the nail a bit and it got died down, so I completely need to remove it. Regrew completely. That was all. Mildly damaged my toe. No breaking, no any kind of cracks, nothing. My body is robust. It doesn't break that easily. Never had a break part of my bone. No, never had a break, just slowly, even roughly cracked bone. Sister had. I never did. My body always was like way too robust. Because I get so exposed probably to bumping into everything. That's my theory. It's so much easier once you get down how you want the hand to be angled. Anyway, Enough of my injury horror stories, which isn't much. Like I said, never really happened anything. Did we making good progress? I need to redo the stand thing. This is really not how this would look. I have not checked, but I know I don't want too much detail on it, so I just make it simple. Oh yeah, I should do wires though. I mean, the wires can be at the bottom. I have them at the side, but yeah, just ignore the wires. Who needs wires? It's a wireless tablet now. Did she say so she doesn't have to do wires? Because then I need to figure where to socket in, and that won't be so much more work. I want to do all that work. First line should have been just longer from the get-go. Nope. Oh, that's perfect. It's nice roundish. Can build it up in the bottom. There we go. Now we do the wing. Yeah, we need also the ear inside. Did I do it here? Yeah, I did. Good. I mean, you have some part in your ear. You need to adjust that. I mean, keep that in mind in general. I might go back to the ear and do that though, but I'm just adding now. Photoshop step in me again. It just supports the ear shape a bit more. So, where do we have you? Doo-hoo-hoo. It's important that we keep the other thing right. There we go. Technically I can just erase this and make it a bit higher. That's nicer. So, we save this part because I changed it. We go back to this line color. It's just a thin change, but it's a change. And yeah, draw the wing. Let's do it on a different layer just so we can freely edit. This is oddly above each other. Unintentionally. I do believe this line needs to be erased too. There we go. The other wing would just not be visible in this grade. Could make it like there. I feel like she has a more back this time, so no. Just no. I wanna change the curving here though. A little bit nicer. Doesn't matter if I'm on the wrong layer. So, the only thing left is her face. I'm still not sure how I want to do the noses, if I want to do it like there or the other way. I do it like that this time. I don't care if my nose changes all the time. Deal with it. Now we do the facials. We can put that already in the folder. We'll be ending up there anyway. I always have like one good side or both are bad. I'm never really happy. I can't work around it. I think my boyfriend fed the cat. He's awfully quiet. Suspiciously already. Soon we'll have it. No. No. That's fine. Yay. No. But I think it's fixable. Okay, the rest we can do by drawing. Or not. Needs go up. No, stop doing stuff I didn't order you to do. Shirts. Doesn't do anything I told him to do. So here we go. Next we do the mouth. I don't want to have this open mouth, but I do like working around that because that way I have the other part definitely bigger. And just some way I would like to see myself talking in it, but I don't think I like the way it looks. Yeah, this is a realistically open mouth. Just a tiny bit bigger so it fits the size of the other one. And now we need to make the eyes. This I reduce the eye value so I can make it fit to the other one. Huh? Hey, stay on my screen. Photoshop, stop being such a rufus. Hello, you can close those. Weird bang. I don't know why it keeps them open sometimes like that. It was creepy. Oh, creepy but weird. Not necessarily. There we go. I think what I do need to do and look less weird is to put the sketch out, yeah. The eyebrow looks so weird. I think the entire eye needs to be moved a bit out. Now we me take the other eye out so we see this in. Oh wow. Yeah. No. This is not working for me. This is absolutely not working for me. I think in this case it's just better to reproduce the eye and mirror it. Surely I should use this tool to fit it in. No, for the eyebrows. Better. Just for a short moment of blink, so they don't need to be perfect anyway. Now that was a lot of work. We've been streaming for 3 hours, but I would say it's worth it, given how much we got done. I will see how we do tomorrow. Either we continue on this, or I do some design stuff, as I did so far. It was less desired, and I'm less intentional, and just because I needed to do this, but we have been doing design stuff every second stream. So I don't know, I think I like doing that. Gives a nice little mix, you know. Anyway, I think everyone who's been here had a pleasure, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. You enjoyed the stream, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. my time, which is Berlin time zone. I think GMT +1 currently. Don't ask me. But I will post the preview, premiere, whatever. I will schedule it in YouTube later, so you will see it. Just subscribe to the channel and you will